respectfully. To the genuine ones with noble intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone. No, you're the same Tony God doing it. My content, but that's okay. Please don't hurt yourself. Watch me disturb your goddamn peace. Just say that though for me. You can find entertainment somewhere else. And I said respectfully, you could turn that evil lie to somebody else. Let alone go within actually heal to actually realize, hold on 1 second, your self reflection. My content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones with no intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end. And I truly hope that you continue to truly find peace within. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential and they're willing to blackmail you against you when you never have a list of intentions. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I'm nice, respect. And today is currently July 18th, 2025. My content is not for everyone. It's not. But always be yourself when no one listens, and I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No, ever train it off for me, neighbor, far from a hater. No need to be a sore loser. God said you're a big one. God said you're a big one. No need to be a sore loser. God said you're a big one. God said you're a big one. No need to be a sore loser. God said you're a big one. God said you're a big win. The intuition hits different. You a big win. You wasn't trying to get distracted by the enemy, let alone the devil. We on two different levels. When it comes to our confidence, being authentic, truly having potential. They try to dim you, like to discourage you. But that growth hits different going within. It was never competition because God wasn't allow you to see it. Hold on 1 second, kicking your neighbor down. You wanted to maintain a smell they can relate to. But they wanted to kick you down and see you frown. But you still knew how to respect your neighbor to weather that storm. Not to do them wrong, but hold on 1 second. They wanted to show up and play these verse psychology mind games. But you actually knew how to heal trauma and pain. It was never competition when it came to healing. That energy is different when it comes to maturing, acting your body weight, not your shoe size. They would never understand elevation. Hold on 1 second, butterfly. You continue to blossom. No, here's the truth of me. I don't know what's wrong with these people. No need to be a sore loser. God said you're a big one. God said you're a big one. No need to be a sore loser. God said you're a big one. God said you're a big one. Straight it over me, God damn it. The hate train was real. They said that you was mentally ill. They picked and choose who they wanted to bully. All because you was truly being authentic. Being your authentic self. Didn't matter the neighborhood. Just trying to throw for me. You wasn't trying to hurt yourself or others around you. It was never competition. Far from hate. At the end, it didn't run through your vein. How you had folks hate, throwing the hate train. All because you understood self-control. Happy tears hits different when you come from poverty and pain. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. Why would I want to get discouraged by you, goddammit? The hate train was real. They was throwing spoke right to left. They was saying that you was mentally ill when you started speaking up for yourself. That strength hits different. That was God's fault. At the end, they didn't get shortchanged in your vision. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. No other trying to throw for me. Oh my God. Weathering that storm to fix your crown. How God allows you to see, don't frown. Yeah, you gonna go through pain and trauma, but I got your back to guide you. They gonna try to humble you at the end of the day, but I'm your protector. They would never understand that God didn't make a mistake. I don't worship the devil. That energy is different. I just knew how to respect my neighbor when they couldn't weather their own storm. To truly go within and actually heal. They was wearing the mask talking about they truly healed. They try to shortchange me if they come relate to. That was confidence. Hold on 1 second, being authentic. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself with no mistake. I'm nice and respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Ring, 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 ring. No, the train don't be. Hold on 1 second. Never, far from a hater. It was ring, ring, ring. He say, she say. The hate was in your vein at the end, they neighbor. I was far from a hater, but you had the potential, projecting your own pain when it came to your hate train, throwing spoke right to left. How could you disrespect yourself at the end of the day when it comes to your priorities? All you could do is put that pain into that pain that you had within you. all the dishing out the energy at the end of the day, you could have put that within you. You know, your value and your time and day. I may get lost in my words, but hold on one second. God didn't make a mistake. When you couldn't weather your own storm, I ain't have to do you wrong. I actually put respect in your name. Hold on one second. When you wanted me to be uncomfortable, you didn't want me to see my reflection. How the enemy would try to stop you. Let alone the devil would try to knock on your door. But God wasn't misleading you. I may not make sense to the average person, but you called me a bum at the end of it, but you sat there and took notes. When you said I didn't have potential, I'm far from mad because being authentic at the end of the day, that energy is different, putting in footwork. I ain't have to race at the end of the day because I was never part of your competition when it came to your hate train. You wanted me to be discouraged, but God fixed my crown. We may not pray the same, but I never had hate in my vein. That vocabulary is different when you went to go dig up my past. Only something that I wasn't running from. Only wasn't, hold on one second. You was the one doing the gaslighting when it came to gang stalking. Got folks in different tags bracket trying to show me changing my mental, saying I was the loser, the crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. You don't want me to be in existence when it came to your priorities. You ain't have them all together. Didn't matter your tags bracket, but your bad habits. No, they're telling me what's wrong with these people. I don't know. When that maturity is different, you act in your body weight. It made you the man and woman that you become. They wouldn't ever understand how you hold your own weight. And I don't mean narcotics. I don't mean no disrespect at the end of the day. I'm far from miserable. Regardless of what he say, she say, got to say. And I say that respectfully. I know how to weather a storm that you couldn't relate to. You want the short change on mental health only because hold on one second. You want to use me because you said I didn't have potential. You want the energy harvest off my energy because I truly had the potential. You couldn't go within the hill at the end of the day to understand your own remedy, self-love, confidence. Hold on one second, gone with them. You try to run up at me at the end of the day so you can heal your trauma and pain faster. But only the rest of the day you were still lacking. That maturing actually wasn't kicking in. So you had a one-on-one relationship to go with them. Looking in the mirror, realizing, hold on one second. I'm still hurting. No, here's the trick of me. I don't know what's wrong with people because you know what, healing trauma is not a race overnight process, and I say that respectfully. And one thing I never had to do was run from he say, she say, and I say that respectfully. Didn't matter your tax bracket, and I was only moving accordingly. It's just training thought from how folks try to project fear in you, or because you knew how to weather a storm they couldn't relate to. I bothered your mental health because I didn't have to switch it because I was never wearing the mask. The energy is different. Even when you couldn't step to me. Now, I don't know what's wrong with these people. They will be so big ass bullies and all types of stuff and all that. How they hide behind groups doing spell work, right to left. The hate train was real when I was really keeping it real. He said, can you corner you and nobody? Here she go again. Yes, I am, and I'm going to continue. The shadow banning was real, and you still projecting I'm mentally ill. Cause I'm speaking up my folks, I'm speaking up for myself to weather my storm that you couldn't relate to. That was confidence. If you were so confident at the end of the day, you'd be your authentic self. You wouldn't want to try to be like somebody else that you truly not. And I say that respectfully, talking about you taking notes. You want to take somebody's swag that God endowed within them. But to weather that storm at the end, you wouldn't be able to fit their shoes. And I say that respectfully, confidence. No, it's a straight though for me. And we was never in competition because it was never a win or lose. Because I still chose me when you couldn't respect me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I love to talk about love. No, it's a train of thought for me. Yeah, it's a train of thought for me. I love to talk about love. But I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. Didn't matter your tax bracket with your bad habits. It's disgusting to see how it takes chicks and dudes from different tax bracket to project spoke on an innocent person at the end of the day that actually understood confidence, being authentic. You had so much hate in your vein because you didn't want someone to elevate, outdo you at the end of the day. But you couldn't keep it real, put respect on someone's name when it was never part of your contract. Hold on one second. You try to blackmail somebody to paint them out to be something they truly wasn't. No, it's the strength of it. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't get down with the mean girls. I don't get down with the haterade, and I say that respectfully. They ain't part of my swag. I only move accordingly with folks that know how to respect me with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Gang stalking is real until it's your household, and you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. I do not wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Regards to who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, I don't live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. I say that respectfully. I walk these streets alone. I know how to weather a storm when you try to do me wrong. You try to rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. You try to have me homeless at the end of the day. But I'm not getting discouraged. I'm still choosing myself. I understood the practice what I preached the end of the day wasn't running from who I was the end of the day, yesterday. No, it ain't on me. No, for real. I wasn't running from yesterday. No. It just made me a better self vision of myself. To understand I wasn't wearing a mask. Hold on one second. I knew how to weather a storm that you can relate to. That was confidence. Healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process. I never understood why chicks and dudes put themselves in competition with somebody at the end of the day. And they can't even weather their own storm when it comes to healing trauma and pain, facing their own reality, looking in the mirror like, hold on one second. You can't outdo somebody that's actually doing the work. Hello! And the strength on me, jackass! My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. When God sends right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, respect you. They ain't got malicious intentions towards you. They don't got hate towards you. They don't look at you like competition, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. They're not trying to outdo you. They want you to elevate. That energy is different because they came from poverty and pain. I love to talk about love. It's changed off of me. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. It was that grounded type of love. Who would have knew that allowed you to heal love? It wasn't nothing temporary about your feelings. Someone truly showing it's okay to be emotionally available. Someone wasn't misleading you. The energy is different. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. It wasn't me outdoing you, you outdoing me. Nah, we was on the same page when it comes to growth and maturity. Because whatever storm that you overcame, when it came to get past it, don't live in your reality today. Who would have knew the love you like would truly be faithful to you? Because true love is not manipulation. True love is not lust, let alone competition. True love is not the hate train. I say that respectfully. Someone outdoing you, projecting spoken you in a toxic way. Someone vocabulary actually hits different when it comes to time and day. How someone can show you that they're here to protect your mental health, to bring peace into your life. Hold on one second. Someone truly praying for you, not against you. That ain't just different. How true love was never complicated. Someone truly being faithful, loyal. That energy is different. You wouldn't have to tell someone how to love you. You know how when you first start talking to somebody, only because they wasn't wearing the mask switch up on you? Because that energy is different. When you got the right person in your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They understood that, hold on one second, I would never understand what you overcame when it came to trauma and pain, that unhealthy relationship, or whatever storm that you overcame when it came to that testimony that day. I just know I'm not trying to project pain. That ain't just different. You gained a lover, best friend, a business partner, all in one. That ain't just different. Someone not to do you wrong. Someone bring a piece into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. Someone wasn't there to humble you. Someone was there to love you, respect you, value your time and day, make you feel comfortable within. Hold on one second. That ain't just different. Someone didn't have a hand problem. Physically, mentally, verbally, trying to shortchange you. Nah, that wasn't part of their vocabulary. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Y'all praying for each other. Overcoming storms when you least expected someone not to do you wrong. But you very so much thankful that you stepped out on your faith and understand your boundaries when it came to time and day. It wouldn't get lost in your words. Someone cheering you on up close and personal behind closed doors. Hold on one second, there go my bae. I gotta go. True love is not complicated. It's not. Imagine saying I do to the right person, and God was really paying attention. God was showing you miracles. Y'all may not pray the same, but God actually shows you that true love was a healthy beginning and a healthy ending. That fairy tale began with you, and only was the hold on 1 second. It truly did feel like deja vu. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 4 years to 5 years to 30 years. A healthy memory truly became a dream come true. Someone truly pouring into you, not to shortchange you. And just different. True love is not complicated, and I say it respectfully. You know, when the outside world is kicking you down when they see you frown, someone truly actually allows you to feel that, hold on one second, you found this safe place, walking into the right person's arms to protect your heart. They wasn't trying to discourage you, let them kick you down. They had your back when it comes to this healthy love. Called what? Real love.
Now, Evan Shake on me. I gotta go. Have a good day.
I'm not aging in respect that my content is not for everyone. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have. Regardless of who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, and I say that respectfully. That one-sided conversation, folks would try to project that at the end of the day. They were so invested into you, but they called you a bum, but they wanted to take notes. They wanted to outdo you being you at the end of the day, but they never had the potential to be authentic at the end of the day because they could never be you. It's only one you. You know that elevation hits different when you actually heal. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God was actually protecting you. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, and I say respectfully. I do not gang stalk people. I do not project spell work towards people. I do not energy harvest people's energy. And I do not disrespect people. And I say it respectfully. And I'm damn sure I don't run from he say, she say. And I don't run from my past. Because it made me the woman that I'm standing for today. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of you in the background trying to blackmail me against me, I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. And I say that respectfully. And I do not worship the devil. And I damn sure don't think I'm better than nobody. But maturity has different me. I hate to get vain. Regardless to what storm I'm going through, I still know how to respect my neighbor to stay 6 feet apart when you treat not for me.
Now, Evan Shake on me. I gotta go. Always be a step with no molested. Just don't dip me like paper never fall from a hater.
Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter. You're worthy. I'm not usually gonna respect that my content is not for everyone. It's not. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And they're willing to blackmail you against you, regardless if they have to have a whole community go up against you, and regardless if they're sending spell work towards you. You matter and you are worthy. Gang stalking is real until it's your household. You're not doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. God was never for selling you keeping it real. We may not pray the same, but I still not respect my neighbor. You know how to weather your own storm, and I say that respectfully. So we hope that you find peace within. Healing charm pains in the competition. Protect your energy, protecting your family. Stop the violence, stay out of trouble.
Peace and respect, some respect to neighbor. Stop the violence. If any word don't dim your light, go you neighbor, neighbor, don't dim your light. I gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Being your biggest cheerleader, they would never understand maturity. That hint's different. Rooting yourself on at the end of the day when they got you shadow banned, even when they trying to take notes to make they plan your plan at the end of the day, they can never outdo the authentic. I'm just saying.
No, Evan Shake on me. No, for real, they can't.
It started with you being authentic. Never give up on yourself when someone tries to put you in competition with yourself. It's not gonna make sense at the end of the day. But your definition when it comes to self-love hits different. Because growth hits different every single day. Never give up on yourself when someone tries to threaten your life and someone threatens that nobody's going to ever believe you. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, long as just I'm not your genuine love, respect. Have a good evening.